Will Ferrell is comedy royalty, but did you know one of his most successful roles as Buddy the Elf was actually meant for another actor?
I didn't know you had elves working here.
In the mid-90s, Ferrell was training at improv theater The Groundlings alongside Sherry O'Terry, Chris Kattan, and others when he was cast on Saturday Night Live, and rumored to beat out Steve Carell thanks to this audition.
Hey, pleasure to be here, Richard. This is a treat. Thanks.
As one of SNL's most memorable cast members, Ferrell quickly found himself in spin-off movies like At Night at the Roxbury, Superstar, and The Ladies' Man, as well as in supporting roles in Austin Powers and Zoolander. And after ending his run on the show in 2002, Ferrell broke out big time the following year thanks to a couple of memorable characters by the names of Frank the Tank and Buddy the Elf.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Elf had actually been written for Jim Carrey more than a decade earlier, but the then up-and-comer made Ace Ventura Pet Detective instead, and the holiday favorite got stuck in development. Once Elf finally got made and earned more than $220 million worldwide at the box office, Ferrell was offered around $30 million to make a sequel, but declined out of fear that it would look like he was just chasing a paycheck. Instead, Ferrell co-wrote and starred in Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy, continuing his Hollywood hot streak.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
The following year, Ferrell starred alongside Nicole Kidman in writer-director Nora Ephron's Bewitched after Mike Myers and Jim Carrey passed. After 2006's Talladega Nights, which Ferrell also co-wrote and executive produced, the actor passed on starring in Hot Rod, which was originally written for him, but executive produced the movie when Andy Samberg signed on.
Where do you get off?
Also in 2007, after Ben Stiller passed on Blades of Glory, Ferrell stepped into the ice skates of Chaz Michael Michaels and Stiller took a producer role.
Cool. Let's kick some ice. Okay.
Around that time, Ferrell signed on to a dark comedy about split personality disorder called Two-Face, written by none other than Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan. Sadly, the movie never got made due to the risky premise, which was the same fate Ferrell met a few years later, playing Bobby Riggs in the famous tennis duel, but that movie went away when a competing project started filming first, with Steve Carell as Riggs.
Well, I'm the ladies' #1. I'm the champ. Why would I lose?
Ferrell was offered Dennis Dupree in 2012's Rock of Ages but passed, as did Carell, and Alec Baldwin was eventually cast. For 2015's Daddy's Home, Ferrell was originally supposed to play intimidating Father Dusty, and Ed Helms was set to play the timid Brad. After Helms fell out over scheduling conflicts, Ferrell moved over to Brad, and Vince Vaughn stepped in for Dusty, but was eventually replaced by Ferrell's The Other Guys co-star, Mark Wahlberg.
Jeez, Brad, I thought you said you could ride.
I can ride. Okay, would you get a shirt on?
I think if you could ride, you wouldn't be stuck in a wall right now, Brad.
Ferrell, along with Jack Black, was at one point set to star in 2018's Tag, but fell out during development, and the movie was made with Helms, John Hamm, and Jeremy Renner. That year, Ferrell played Sherlock Holmes opposite frequent collaborator John C. Reilly as Watson in Holmes and Watson, although he was originally supposed to play Watson with Sacha Baron Cohen as Sherlock.
But I could never have done it without Dr. Watson.
Ferrell more recently premiered Downhill at Sundance and Netflix's Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga, which he co-wrote and also stars Rachel McAdams and Pierce Brosnan.
So we're in. Yep.